Okay, guys, good morning. Um, I'm driving again, trying to work. It's quite a long drive, so perfect time to make some videos. Um, I have a few topics. Maybe this video will be dedicated to one of the Reddit posts. Um, so somebody made a post, I was scrolling Reddit, as I sometimes do, and then boom, out of nowhere, it's a picture of myself with no clothes, which was a bit surprising, but okay. After some investigation, I realized that the picture was taken during those weigh-ins in Switzerland before my match with Daniel Ustino. And people are saying that I don't look that impressive, which is fair enough. Fair enough. The picture was probably not the best picture. It was also weird how the right side of my body was way bigger. So the picture must somehow be distorted because I'm pretty sure I'm much more symmetric than that. So whenever you look at it, I guess try to ignore that distortion. Maybe the lens. Not even sure who took that picture. But anyways, somebody posted it, so that's what it is. So let me think a little bit. What can I say here? I know that sometimes I can look much more muscular, but yeah, on average, that's roughly the look. And then, we had different opinions under the post in the comments. Somebody was saying that, we are just used to all the bodybuilders these days putting their images, maybe sometimes edited in the images on the internet, so we are used to these crazy physiques. And that's why this normal, natural physique does not look that impressive anymore, even though it's not that bad. Somebody was saying that. And then some other people were saying that now it's pretty shit. They said they looked better when we were 16 years old. So, yeah. I guess the fact that I'm somehow not filling out my frame fully yet, I'm a bit taller than or maybe I'm a bit, I should have more muscle on my frame. That's why maybe it looks like, or maybe the muscle is less visible just because the levers are a bit longer than some other people. For example, Ustino, I think he has much shorter levers, so the muscles just look bigger naturally. Easier for him to fill that frame up. So yeah, that's one thing. So it might be a small optical illusion because it's not necessarily that small compared to normal people. But yeah, of course I have to admit I'm not that jacked, not that defined. The muscles are hardly visible. They are somehow hidden under a layer of fat, and they are not so I don't even know how to describe it, but not so defined. And I can only say that it's kind of on purpose because first of all, I never really understood the sport of bodybuilding, for example. And some people tried to explain it to me. Apparently, some people care more about how they look instead of how strong they actually are or how athletic they actually are, which to me is weird because it's almost like tricking yourself. Um, I don't want to look any more rich than I am actually. I don't want to look any more smart than I am actually. But yeah, these days, yeah, maybe if you manage to look better than you are actually, somehow you feel like you're tricking other people and it's an advantage for you. But in my mind, it's a weird thing to strive for. I would much I would be much happier if I'm actually better than people think. And I always had that uh, mindset. Somehow I feel like it's a much more healthy mindset. Instead of trying to look, for example, some people try to look, even maybe some of the bodybuilders, they feel good about looking like they can fight, even though they cannot really fight. Uh, but to them, they feel like it's a good trick. If they can get the size and intimidate people, they feel like, oh, it's better than actually learning how to fight. Which again, I cannot understand that. But anyways, different people, of course, different opinions. So, yeah, my goal since the beginning was to not only be the best at the sport which I chose, so in this case arm wrestling, but also I want to do it for a very long time. I want to be the best for a long time without too much effort whenever I reach that point, because I would really hate being in the position where I'm pushing extremely hard and okay, maybe I managed to win some high level tournament once, but then half a year later I have to do it again and now my muscles kind of deflated and then I have to maybe inject something again, and then so it feels like such a struggle compared to my current situation where the muscles, the joints, the tendons are not really going anywhere. I can be relatively relaxed, just enjoying the sport, visiting the practices every week and having fun. So if you can achieve that, if you feel like you can make it, I feel like it's so much better option to to both win, but also win comfortably where you don't have to push yourself to extremes. And in order to do that, you cannot. If you look like Ustino, for example, it's gonna be difficult for you to maintain that power, but that muscle mass whenever you get a bit older also. Or, yes, you can do it for a few years, but then it also gets people get tired of having to push hard for a long period of time. So yeah, you might be able to do it for a few years, but then little by little you get bored or you get tired. So yeah, basically that kind of the body which I somehow achieved helps me to really be super consistent without much effort for a very, very long time. So that's basically why it looks like that. The more extreme it looks, if I was much more muscular, suddenly there's a chance that I might not be able to maintain that muscle for a long time. But luckily the tendons and joints, those things stay forever. Of course, you still have to take care of them, but those are so much easier to maintain. So yeah, Those are my thoughts regarding that Reddit post. And yeah, that was my strategy this whole time, and seems like it's working. So great. I'll just keep doing it for many more years to come. Okay, guys, see you in the next video.